Good people, I'm Escudo, and today we're going to be watching another of one of the greatest fights of all time. Tonight I got one for the hardcores. You had a war on your last one. Tonight we're having a masterclass, and that one is going to be done by Niccolino Locche. This man right here, Takeshi Fuji. This fight's at 140 pounds. It's for the title. Took place December 12th, 1968 in Tokyo. This man right here, Paul Takeshi Fuji. Takeshi's a nickname, I guess, or not on his birth certificate, whatever. He was born in Hawaii just after the Pearl Harbor attacks, early 1942, and he was a puncher, just born, just would sock you in the mouth and just knock people out. It was amazing. He's got, I believe, 32 wins with 29 knockouts, one loss, one draw. But you know, if he lands, he's gonna do some damage. Wins, 26 knockouts. Niccolino Locche. This dude right here is from Argentina. He's a sort of a national hero to Argentina. He is probably the best boxer who ever came from there. Other candidates include Marcos Maidana was from Argentina. Luis Firpo was from Argentina. So they've had some good fighters coming up, but Niccolino Locche was definitely the best. Super slick, defensive master. He was one of those guys who would rather just get paid for his sparring. So like between every big international fight, he would just take like two local guys from Argentina and just make them look hilariously stupid, because he has the best defense in boxing history so far as I can tell. Niccolino Locche, super slick defensive fighter. We're gonna see that it's a real style clash, this fight. Takeshi Fuji opens up with a right hand, and then a big left hook. Locche shoulder rolls the right hand away, gets underneath the left. Locche leads with a left hook to the head, then follows up with a left hook to the body. Checking Fuji's defense on that side. Doubling up on a left hook is a great way to usually land at least one of them. Locche is feinting with that jab. Then goes back to that left hook down to the body. Fuji, he fights very square on. He throws bad intentions on everything too. Locche feinting, trying to land that jab. Fuji's able to get his hands up and parry it away. Locche lands that left hook to the body again, then leans away from Fuji's right hand. Locche keeping that jab out there. Doesn't want to give Fuji this free space. He's checking with that jab, feinting, tripling up on it, keeping Fuji guessing on the timing. And going down to that left hook to the body again. When Fuji starts to move his head to try and get away from the jab, Locche is throwing down to the body. Beautiful defensive patience there from Locche. How he kept watching Fuji, ready for ready to defend whatever came. He reacted to that. That wasn't a. He got under that one too. Locche's reflexes were just off the charts. He was so hard to hit. Fuji feinting his way in, Locche blocking one, ducking under the other, and making his way off the ropes, keeping that jab out there, and that left hook to the body. Left hook to the head. All of it's coming off his lead hand so far. Almost every punch Locche has thrown off his lead hand. Fuji's trying to time him, trying to catch and pitch. Catch the jab, throw one of his own. Check Locche's defense, which is a monumental task. Locche leans in, leans out. He gets Fuji to bite and try and throw a left hook, and then just backs out of range of it. That's a really underrated skill, the ability to bait a punch out of your opponent. And a round one. I don't think Niccolino Locche got hit. And it's unfortunate that the video I have here doesn't have in between rounds, because apparently his corner, Niccolino Locche's corner, literally just brought cigarettes to the ring with him already lit. So you could like pour water on him, you take 2 puffs, then go back to fight this fucking monster. The best cardio is relaxation. Nice shoulder roll to get away from that right hand there. Ducking behind the shoulder, getting that shoulder up in front of the punch, and skipping it off. Redirecting it with the by turning his body. Persistent jab. Keeps putting it out there. Waits till Fuji reacts to it and then goes to that left hook down to the body. Brilliant. Ooh, first right hand of the fight from Locche. Oh, beautiful defense. Getting underneath everything. Locche's his defense just had so many goddamn layers. Not only is he in the high guard, he can fight almost out of the peekaboo like like that. That's a slip you would see Mike Tyson make. But at the same time, he also, you know, has the shoulder rolls that you see out of Mayweather. He's even got that weird jab then duck that Roberto Duran and Dwight Muhammad Qawi had. But his reflexes are just unreal. Those 4 jabs. Beautiful. Duck. He's got that right hand up and ducks under the to take the left hook and ducks under the right hand. When Fuji tries to come over the top, Locche just slides his head out the way, just millimeters. If he hit him, he didn't do much damage because it was all rolled off, which is the highest level of defense when you can do something like that. When you're going to be hit and you can just turn your head just the right way to make it miss. That's such a difficult skill to master. To be that calm when someone's trying to punch you in the fucking mouth. It's hard, man. And Niccolino Locche was one of the best at it. Body shots hurt. Ooh, Takeshi lands a left hook. Good solid left hook, but Locche catches him on the way in. Takeshi looks like he's got a bit longer reach. I'd like to see him jab up and down the center line and go primarily to the body, which he did there. And but Locche's defense, he had it. You know, he had his arms in the way. Ooh, nice right hand there. Ducks underneath the left hook as the round comes to an end. Niccolino Locche is something else, man. Something else. Defense is crazy. Shoulder rolls the right hand, and then gets his hand up for that left hook. He's just... And Takeshi's helping him, you know. He's throwing a lot of very simple patterns, and he's loading up. He's sort of telegraphing what he's going to do to Locche, who needs absolutely no telegraph to make you look pretty silly. Another stinging tag and left hook down to the body. Takeshi gets him to the ropes. Locche turns his head away and ducks underneath. And Fuji's forced to run past him with a right hand. He missed so bad. Oh my god, Locche is unreal. Ooh, tags Fuji with that right hand as he makes his way out. This is just disgusting. Holy shit, he's good at this. Fuji came at him, throwing a big right hand. He leaned. Oh my God! He makes him trip off the miss on the left hook. Fuji falls on his face. God damn! All right, and Fuji's just kind of. You know, that's really gonna suck when you're. Fuji's pretty much in front of his home crowd, and he just fell on his face. He missed so bad. And as flashy as Locche's defense has been, his offense has just been super basic, but really difficult to sort of deal with when you are in this sort of mind space. When Fuji's not trying to land punches, he's trying to knock Locche the fuck out, which is great because he's a puncher. But if you can't land it, it doesn't mean shit. Doesn't matter how hard you hit if you can't land it. See, he throws that left hook down to the body, and that was a good call there, because at least he's gonna land something. It might not be the cleanest punch, but he's not gonna throw a wild miss at a head. You know what I mean? When your opponent's moving his head real well, going down to the body is a good strategy. Because look at that shit. Beautiful reflexes from Niccolino Locche. He's committed to slipping the right hand and blocking the left. He's part of the sort of hybrid Philly shell defense he uses, but then he does shit like that. That's either a Pernell Whitaker or a Mike Tyson style slip where you square up and get underneath a hook. Crazy. Good shit. Coming in round 4. Jesus Christ. Look at how much Fuji loads up. He throws the lead right hand down to the body, which is not a terrible decision, but he throws every punch from like across. He's like pulling his whole body into it. He throws a punch like a drunk. Oh my God. And the way he deceives distance so well. He leaned in to make Fuji think he was right in front of him, and the moment Fuji starts to transfer his weight for that hook, Locche is already retreating and ready to make it miss, falling back on it. Shoulder roll. Oh my God. He's touching it, and he still can't land anything clean. They're in a clinch, and Locche is still just weaving his way around everything. And some of them, maybe they are hitting him, but they're not hitting anything solid. Oh, beautiful shoulder roll, the duck under. And then the left hook down to the body. 5 jabs, a right hand, left hook. And Locche is now just fighting in the pocket with him. He's confident here. This hard-hitting motherfucker can't hit me. He shoulder rolls and turns his head away from that right hand. Takes all the sting off it. Fuji looking to uppercut to try and force Locche out of the inside fight. And Locche goes right to jab and then leads with a left hook off of it. I think he was warned for slapping there, but I don't know. Whatever. I didn't see anything egregious on any side, but Fuji really needs to move his head. But when he does, that left hook comes in, so he needs to move his head. Oh my God. Fuji literally just fell into the ropes. Throws a right hand, eats a shoulder roll, counter right hand. Locche is just in complete control of this fight. He's making it look easy right now. Oh my God. Beautiful ring craft there as he guides Fuji into the ropes with that left hand to spin him. Solid ring craft. Great way to, you know, Locche always wants to be in the center of the ring so he can use as many escape routes as he has. You know what I mean? If your back is to the ropes, like, you obviously can't back up to get away from punches anymore. But at this point, I kind of don't think Locke cares. I think he really doesn't mind having his back to the ropes because Fuji just can't fucking hit him because he's loading up on everything and throwing mean punches that just aren't landing. Fuji would just throw a straight right hand with no weight committed. Like, you see how he has to duck down and come up? That kills his speed. If he would just throw a straight snapping shot, he'd stand a much better chance of landing. I mean, it's unlikely, but throwing those huge haymakers from behind his hip is clearly not the type of punch that's really gonna land on a defensive master of this caliber. Niccolino Locke is fucking incredible at not getting punched in the face. It's a good skill to have, you know, depending on your lifestyle. Locke leads with the right hand, backs off, shoulder rolls the right hand, gets his back put to the ropes, but again, he uses that hand to turn him. Excellent ring craft. See, Fuji jabbed right there. Just nice, straight, short, snappy jab. And he landed that. But Locke is onto it now. Oop. Shoulder roll, duck under, shoulder roll. Left, right from Fuji, and it's just so easy. Humans are built to throw punches like that. And a high-level defensive fighter like Niccolino Locke knows that if you just got hit with a right or just took a right on your shoulder, there's probably a left hook coming behind it because it's just biomechanically easier to throw like that. Nice stiff left hook to the body. And Fuji's kind of circling away from that left hand now. I'd like to see if Niccolino Locke opens up with his right a bit more, or if he's just too wary of that left hook so he keeps it at home. But I think if Locke started also leading with the right hand. Oh, look at it. He's just waiting on Fuji. He's so patient. I'm going to wait for you to throw an actual punch and then just get underneath it. And then triple up on a left hook to make you look bad. Ugh. Jab, left hook, right hand. Changing up the order on the traditional combo. Really sneaky way to land a clean punch. Because, you know, if you throw a 1-2, left hooks usually come behind it. That's how most people throw their punches. But if you throw a jab and then a left hook, it gets confusing. You'll catch them off guard on defense. Round 6. Oof. Fuji's just... Those left hooks to the body are bad, man. Notice how up on his toes Locke is. Right up on the ball of his foot. It's part of why he, gets decent power on that left hook down to the body, because he can just pivot all his weight around the using his lead ankle, his left ankle, as a pivot to spin his weight around to really fire that left hook in. But because he stands in such a bladed stance, so he can get that shoulder up, his right hand is sort of limited to really short range. Like for the most part, you'll see Locke use his right hand when Fuji is really just leaning into an inside fight. Then you'll see it. He'll counter. He'll shoulder roll and then use that right hand to counter. But Locke never lets go of that right hand unless he's absolutely sure he's not going to get hit with nothing for it. Unreal. It's off the ropes, triples up on the jab. Makes Fuji pay for trying to pressure him. Or at least makes it a fruitless endeavor with his defense. Misses again, but shoulder roll, duck under. Beautiful shit. Oh, Fuji lands a left hook to the body there. Goes throwing for that uppercut. How does he do that, though? Fuji is a beautiful left hook. Low and high. Niccolino Locche is kind of whooping Takeshi Fuji's ass in like the smoothest way I've ever seen. Changing it up now. Getting more aggressive, throwing more power punches. Missing as much as he's made Fuji miss is incredibly taxing. Especially when you're throwing absolute bombs that miss. Fuji's got to be slowing down. Round 7. Fuji's still coming. He's still pressuring. Locche is still jabbing. Ooh, Fuji leads with a left hook down to the body. Catches Locche off guard. That left hook to the body has been doing some decent work for him. But look for Locche to counter it. There you go. Beautiful. Oof. Look at this. This is unreal. Like, this is video game shit. This dude was seeing the Matrix back when it was still, like, programmed in, like, a giant stack of books. Unreal. And just super basic offense that Fuji just can't come up with any real answers for. Just that jab, change up with the left hook down to the body on occasion. Occasionally send that same left hook upstairs. Every now and again, sprinkle in the 1-2, but for the most part, just stay calm, stay patient, make this hard-hitting motherfucker miss by a mile, and just keep wearing him out. Oh, nice double left hook. As soon as Fuji starts moving his head to try and get away from that jab, that left hook down to the body is making him pay for it. Oh, his offense coming off that lead hand. Oh, no, he throws in the right hand there. He throws the right hand just enough for it to be really annoying. Because you can't just forget about it completely, but for the most part, all of Locche's offense comes off his lead hand. He's jabbing. Fuji's going to start moving his head. And then he's going to go down to the body. Oh, Fuji decides to bore in. So Locche is just calmly waiting him to throw a fucking bomb, make him miss by a mile, and then jab him 3 times. It's amazing to watch. Because this is a world champion, ladies and gentlemen, that Niccolino Locche is making just look like he's never thrown a proper punch in his life. 7, 8, 9 jabs, uppercut down to the body, and weaves onto the left hand. Unfucking real. I'd like to see Locche try and counter that left hook down to the body more. He landed a nice check hook as Fuji tried to throw it earlier in the round. Ooh, Fuji's getting lumped up. His right eye is swollen from that jab and left hook. And the left hook to the body. Oh, so patient. He stiff arms him and makes his way off of the ropes. Brilliant. It's some of the small things that if you don't know boxing, you won't really, like, if you aren't familiar with working in that type of geometry, that's one of the things that people miss a lot. Just those subtle little touches and directions, just to improve your ring craft. Like you just saw him get off the ropes again. Niccolino Locche knows what he's doing. And what he wants now is a right hand from Takeshi Fuji, so he can slip it, roll it, and counter. But Fuji is sort of getting gun shy now. Getting tired, getting gun shy, and getting his ass whooped, really. Niccolino Locche has performed surgery tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Fuji's still going with that nice leaping left hook down to the body. Super weird, super unorthodox punch. But for a guy who's moving his head as much as Locche does, it's super hard to hit. Going down to the body is a good strategy. I'd like to see Fuji put a straight right down to the body behind that. Ooh, he fucking nails him with that right hand, though. And Locche eats it, and then just... Look at this. This is a complete fighter, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. He... What a fucking punch from Fuji. Locche eats it and weaves the remaining 9 punches or whatever the fuck Fuji threw at him. Made him miss everything after that one big shot. And that is a simple fact in boxing. Muay Thai coach Duke Rufus said it best when he said, fighting is like cooking. If you want to make a pasta, you're going to end up with a little sauce on the apron. It's impossible to not get hit ever. But Niccolino Locche might have the cleanest apron in all of boxing history. Look at this. These shoulder rolls in such tight quarters. You can see that coming. Shoulder roll and pop him with that right hand. Beautiful shit from Niccolino Locche. Fuji's leaning in, so Locche starts uppercutting. Going back down to that hook to the body. Throwing that right uppercut again. Another one. Tripling up on the jab. I mean, there comes a certain point where you're just going to be like, alright, how much more of this shit are we going to watch? Because, I mean, look, yeah, Fuji is trying, but look at this. This is not a competition. Locche is whooping his ass. This is just two different... This is just stylistic poison. There's nothing for Fuji to do here. Fuji throws his hands like wrecking balls. Like, he throws a very tight fist, and it's why you're seeing these sort of telegraphing. You know what I mean? Instead of just, he's not really snapping his punches. He's sort of clubbing. So, unbelievable. Then triples up on the left hook. And Fuji's really digging that left hook to the body. Locche is starting to work that uppercut as a counter more. Fuji throws one upstairs, but Locche is still minding his defensive P's and Q's. Making him miss, making him pay. Oof, nice uppercut. And that uppercut is really going to be a problem if Fuji keeps throwing that left hook down to the body. It's a great counter for it, because you can block, and you're half loading up the uppercut just by dropping your hand to block that left hook to the body. Short uppercut is going to beat a wider left hook to the body every time. And Locche is just grinding him down now. He knows Fuji can't hit him, and so he's just... Look at that. ducks under, comes up with a counter left hook. Just dominance. Just the smoothest dominance you've ever seen. And Fuji is just a fucking dog. Getting his at no quitting this dude. Getting behind his head, still trying to destroy Locche's liver with those left hooks. He's just waiting. Locche is just waiting, picking his spots to counter. Looking beautiful. Beautiful. More short uppercuts from Locche as the round comes to an end. Ugh. I don't know. Fuji should get another round of this. He's been taking a beating. I don't speak Japanese, so I don't know what's happening, but it looks like they're talking to the ring doctor. He's wiping his eyes. Yeah, that eye is closed. He can't fight anymore. Niccolino Locche. Winner by knockout. Great shit. KO 10. One of the most beautiful performances in boxing history. Niccolino Locche is one of the few people with over 100 wins. I believe his record was he had 110 wins. Most of his fights took place in his home country, Argentina. Fought a lot of no names, but what the fuck are you gonna do? A fight to fight. Takeshi Fuji still alive. Training fighters in Japan, last I heard. Niccolino Locche died of lung cancer at age 66. It was probably smoking related. Alright, take it easy, guys. Like, subscribe, do the shit. You know what it is.